Hi, I'm Chef John. Let me tell you a little bit how this site started, why I put it together, how it can benefit you, and how you can enjoy it. People eat out in restaurants all the time. Certainly I have. I've eaten in thousands of really good restaurants, some that were great. I was a chef in Seattle where I lived for 10 years. I had a catering business that was called Quai d'Orsay. I catered basically to the wealthy because we charged a lot of money for catered dinners, usually up to 12, prepared in their homes, at least $100 a plate, which was in the 1970s, which would translate to about $300 to $400 a plate now. But great restaurants in the world charge even more than that. But that's not to say that's what this site is about. This site is about showing you how to prepare really enjoyable cuisine, anywhere from pretty simple to grand, depending on what you want to do. Certainly one of the biggest advantages of using our recipes and videos will be that you will save a lot of money. Restaurants these days charge quite a bit to eat out. Certainly better restaurants will charge at least $100 for two by the time you have several courses and some wine or something else. You can do the same thing in your own home for $20 or maybe even less and enjoy it every bit as much. I became interested in food when I was fairly young, and probably the greatest eye-opener was when I went to a restaurant in Vienne, France called La Pyramide. Fernand Point, who was the father of Nouvelle Cuisine, even though he didn't call it that, the chefs that worked for him like Chapelle and Trois Gros and Bocuse, they worked for him for many years. The business used to be set up in a way in which you worked for a great chef for 4, 5, 10 years, almost for nothing. You learned and then you opened your own restaurant, and that's what of course many have done. Since Point died in, I believe, 1955, I should explain that by the time I got there, his wife was running it and did so, I believe, for 30 years, and it still retained its Guide Michelin 3 stars, which is their highest rating. So the food was still superb, even though he was no longer there. At that restaurant, I discovered what truly great cuisine was, I believe. And I followed it with many other great restaurants throughout the world. But it isn't just enough to go to a great restaurant, you have to learn how they prepare things. I did that through reading their books, not by going to some cooking school. I can read, I can prepare, I understand things. And I used that knowledge for my catering business, and we had a lot of repeat clients in Seattle. I've eaten in all of these exceptional restaurants with their great chefs, and many, many more. And I've accumulated a lot of information in taste and the presentation, and in many cases recipes from them. It gives you guidance to understand what great cuisine is. This site is about showing you how to prepare really enjoyable cuisine, anywhere from pretty simple to grand, depending on what you want to do. There are 30 recipes available to you immediately when you sign up. Then there are 10 more that are sent to you each month that you're a member. They range from simple entrees. Frankly, you wouldn't have to be able to do much more than boil water, that is in fixing pasta, that sort of thing, to extremely complex things that will take you quite a while. The more complex, the higher level of the quality. If you know nothing about cooking, you can learn. If you know a great deal, perhaps I can show you some other recipes that you don't have. It's really pleasing prepare something that comes out well, to taste delicious, and you know in your mind, I did this. It's a sense of accomplishment. There's the buying, there's the preparation, and the dining. You can prepare truly fine food of very good quality restaurants, and I'm not talking about chain restaurants, most of which do not have good quality. Many of the things I use are available to you also, no matter where you are. Yes, it takes a little bit of time, but you will have an enjoyment of creating a restaurant in your own home. You do it, you have the satisfaction of having done it, as opposed to just handing a credit card. You can do this in your home. I'll show you. You'll save money. You'll enjoy doing it. Most recipes are for two, but you can increase the number to larger by increasing the size of the recipe. There'll be things from all over the world, and I think it's something you will genuinely enjoy.